See you later. Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is Friday, April 25th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind everyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be a story. So, actually, I need to get some water. So, hold on. Alright, I got my water. So listen, tomorrow, I have a treat for you, for my viewers, subscribers, blah, 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 whatever, right? Thank you. I love you all so much. You're amazing because you support my channel, and you want to watch me. Like, it feels good. But I have a treat. Well, it's just something I'm going to show you guys, okay? That I'm going to be doing. But you're going to have to give me like a day or two, okay? So just bear with me. But it's really, really cool what I'll show you, okay? I think it's cool. And because I think it's cool, I want to show you what I think is cool so you can see what I think is cool. It's really cool, trust me. I'm excited. Alright, so we're going to start pulling cards. Kipper, great. So I feel like when Kipper gets used first, that's it's really like exposy, kind of. I feel like my Kipper deck is really, really exposy, but I don't mind it because truth will out, as they say, right? You know what was interesting too? My two fingertips were burning, right? They were burning, like, you know how like when you accidentally touch something hot and you're like, ah, right? And then afterwards you get like that tingling, burning sensation and it starts pulsing and it gets itchy. I want to say maybe like 15 minutes before I started this reading, my two fingers were burning, and it's so crazy. The first thing I thought of was somebody just tried to burn my fingers. So that would apply, like, for entertainment purposes only, obviously, right? That would apply, like, if somebody had, like, a voodoo doll of you, and you know how, like, they put pins in it, or, like, they try to do things to the doll so that way it could affect you physically. And so when my fingers were burning, I was like, that's the first thing that I thought of. I was like, oh, someone's doing voodoo right now. That's the first thing I thought of. Also, another thing I saw on my way home from, on my way, I was running errands today, right? And I kid you not, I saw 4 beavers. Not at the same time. One was like in a random parking lot, and then the other 3 were on like very, very, very far different sides in areas of the highway. Like 4 different beavers at different times in different locations. All today. How cool is that? Hold on one second. Okay, so I literally just looked it up. The beaver holds a powerful spiritual meaning across many cultures, often representing industriousness, resourcefulness, and power of community. It's seen as a builder both literally in its dam building and metaphorically in its ability to construct a thriving ecosystem and supporting relationships. In some traditions, the beaver is also linked to wisdom and aligning with natural rhythms. Oh! Alright, there's also says creativity, perseverance, community, and balance. Sovereignty. Very nice. It may be a reflection of the dreamer's dedication and determination to achieve their goals, urging them to stay persistent and diligent in their endeavors. I also had a dream last night. I had a conversation with someone in my dream last night. Also, in my dream last night, okay, there's a lot, I know. In one part of my dream, I remember there were like these 3 furry, fat, black dogs. And then 1 furry, golden, white dog. And the 3 furry, black, fat dogs, they were like golden retriever, but they were like overweight, and like their fur was mangy and unkempt, and they were like golden retrievers, but their fur was black and like mangy. Anyways, these 3 black dogs and the golden white dog, right? So basically 4 dogs, 3 to 4 dogs. And also there was also someone in my dream, but they were like around me, right? I swear there's always someone in my dreams like around me, right? They're just like there. They don't like interfere or anything like that, not really. I can tell the difference between someone who is like guiding, protecting, versus someone who's like hitchhiking in my dream. Like the one dream I told you about, like the one woman I saw who was hitchhiking in my vacation dream, I knew she was a hitchhiker. I can see it, I can feel it, I can sense it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can whatever, right? But the other dream, the one I had last night, that was a different dream. So that dream, there were like 3 or 4 dogs, and they were like they were charging at me, right? It was outside at night, and they were charging at me, and they were baring their fangs and their teeth, and they were trying to like bite my arm, and I just kept punching them in their mouth. But it was so interesting because 1, I knew it was a dream, and 2, there was something so funny about the entire thing, and every time I punched them, I was laughing because I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, there's no way you're really attacking me. It's just, it's not possible. I don't understand why, but I just thought it was so funny. So I kept punching them in the mouth, and then they ran away. Right, the three fat black dogs, they ran away. They turned around and ran away. And then the golden fat retriever dog, I yelled at it. I was like, "And you let them know, and you let them know that I'm right here. You let them know." And that one, like, I was about to strike it because it was gonna bite me. So I was gonna strike it, and then it just like, and it just like ran away too. I was just like, yeah, you let them know, you let them know. But it was so, I don't know why, but there was something so funny about it in my dream. Like, I kid you not, like, because the one dog had a grip on my arm, and I was like punching it, and I just thought it was like the funniest thing. So, and then I had a conversation, I was talking to someone in my dream, and they were saying, they just said like a quick sentence line. They just said, you have the power to create worlds in your dreams, basically like that, right? And I was like, oh, I already do that. So, that was that. So you, collective, you could have already mastered the ability to decipher what's dream world and what's 3D world, right? So you know how to decipher that. You can pick up on that, and there are people that know that. There are spirits that are they're reminding you, or they're telling you, or they're like, yeah, just so you know. You're like, yeah, I know. Right? But it was interesting. It was like 3 to 4 dogs, and it was like outside at night, and they were trying to attack me, and I was like, you're not about to bite me in my dream. Boop, boop, boop. I thought it was funny. Alright, let me see. Thief reverse. So, somebody tried to steal something from you, and they cannot. Someone is trying to steal something from you, and they cannot. Either way, they cannot. Alright, they're not able to. I'm also getting, there's like, this, what I'm about to say, it's like, it's very, very, it's like it's a light, it's like underneath. You know how like when you were wearing a jacket or like a coat, and then you wear like a sweater or a jacket and then a sweater, but the jacket is like a very, very thin jacket because your sweater is heavy and your coat is heavy. So this is kind of like a very thin layer of information, I guess. I don't know how, alright? But I'm getting that this person, they're losing interest in trying to steal something from you. but it's like it just started to hit them. Like they're just now realizing this is maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I don't want to do this, right? That realization, it started to hit them, but it's not as heavy as I don't know. It's just not as heavy. Alright, so a thief could not take something from you. A man and or a woman could not take something from you. A woman couldn't take something from you. So there could have been an older woman that was trying to take something from you, and she was utilizing the energy of a younger man. Ooh, I'm hearing a crone. So there was a crone. This could have actually been the person that dabbles in voodoo. So there could have been an older woman that dabbles in voodoo that was trying to steal something from you. For whatever reason, they couldn't, or they can't, or they couldn't themselves directly. So they tried to utilize the help of a younger masculine to kind of like help them with their plan. And it got foiled. Alright, you see how this woman is like distracting this man with her bosom? And as the wealthy man is looking at her, right, in her bosom, there's a little pickpocketer. Alright? So there could have been an older woman that was trying to steal something from you by utilizing the energy of a younger masculine. Right? And I also feel like this is a woman who was trying to be seen as an empress or something, because there's something about her energy that's kind of like, you do my dirty work for me and then bring me back the results. Kind of like that energy. Lovers upright. Very nice, very nice. So this could have been an older woman that was trying to steal some sort of connection, relationship, contract, marriage, union, love from you. Bad health reversed. You're not in bad health at all. Your health is perfectly fine. People want to work with you. You're wise. You're industrious. You're resourceful. Right? You know your power. Like, I just heard that one song that goes, I'm a boss ass bitch. 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 Alright, let me get one more, and then I'll switch the decks. Poverty upright. Wow. Yeah, so whoever this thief is, it could have been an older woman that tried to steal something from you. They are in poverty, or oh my god. They are in poverty. They're heading towards poverty because of their poverty, lack of mindset, situation. I'm also getting, this is actually really messed up too. This older woman, is this the same kid actually? I think it is. I can't really tell though. But there was this thief. There was an older woman that was utilizing the energy of a younger masculine, and this younger masculine could have been in some sort of difficult financial situation, or could be like a poor situation, or lacking. Alright? That's actually really sad. Right? An adult who's seen this younger masculine in a very troublesome situation, or a very dire situation, or it's kind of like, hey kid, I'll give you $5 if you go pull their hair or something like that, right? And this kid who's already in poverty, okay sir, I'll pull their hair for you. Please sir, may I have an apple? Who's Jiminy Cricket? Let me look this up real quick. Isn't Jiminy Cricket Pinocchio's narrator? Yeah, he's Geppetto's narrator from Pinocchio, the movie Pinocchio. Jiminy Cricket is the little grasshopper. He was narrating the whole entire movie. So this poverty, this young masculine, right, who's obviously younger than this woman who's trying to distract you, right, while this younger masculine stole something from you or attempted to steal something from you. First of all, it didn't work. It's not happening. And this younger masculine is like, maybe I don't want to steal from the divine collective. Maybe I don't want to steal from this divine feminine, this divine masculine. Maybe I don't want to do that, right? So this younger masculine is like, he's realizing that's not what he wants to do. It's because, so Jiminy Cricket, I feel like Jiminy Cricket was like, so he was like the narrator, right? So narrators in movies and books or whatever, they're like the higher, that can see things from a different perspective, right? So I feel like there was a higher being reaching out to this younger masculine, right? That was hired, or this, I picked up on this reading before, and I know exactly what the shit is. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. This older woman, right? This mature woman, basically hired or like tried to take this younger masculine under her wings or whatever, blah blah. Okay, but now this younger masculine who was supposed to steal something from you is realizing that's not what he wants to do. He doesn't want to steal from you. He doesn't want to take from you. He doesn't want to do these wicked things to you. I'm also getting one of the reasons why. What was the thing that Pinocchio wanted the most? I want to be a real boy. That's what he wanted the most. So if this younger masculine is realizing maybe I don't want to steal from the collective, maybe I shouldn't do that, right? That is his intuition kicking in. He's realizing, so that's good. He's waking up. He's seeing things, and he's realizing that this is a whole side story. This is specifically for this younger masculine, right? That was like you go steal from those people and then bring it back to me and show me what you got, right? That was this woman saying that to these younger people, right? So this older woman was like utilizing the energy of younger people to do their bidding while they just sit back and collect whatever, right? But this younger masculine is realizing that he wants to be a real boy. He wants to be a real man. He wants to be a real person. And doing these things, right? And if he were to have succeeded in whatever this voodoo high priestess was doing, or her plans were for you, he would have never gotten a chance, right? Which is kind of good that he's realizing this now, right? So that's good. That's a side note. This woman is actually in poverty, like spiritual poverty. Like, this is someone who cannot create. So, like, I saw like 4 beavers on different parts of the roads. Like, I mean, one beaver, and then like maybe on 15 miles I saw another beaver, and then maybe like 30 miles I saw another beaver, okay? And then like a different side of town I saw another beaver. It was just like, oh my god, beavers everywhere. And I feel like you're very you're getting a lot of support and protection. This voodoo high priestess could feel like they're alone, they don't have support, they're lacking in resources, they cannot create, they cannot manifest, so they have to steal. But they cannot steal by themselves, because that's something that they also can't do, because again, they have to also make it seem like they are not a thief. So they would basically just employ younger people that would be easy for them to manipulate, right? Younger people that they feel are lost or confused or have issues and struggles and blah blah blah, right? And take them under her wing, and it's really twisted and wicked. But the person that she had like employed to steal from you directly, that person is a younger masculine. That person's waking up like, maybe I don't want to steal from the collective. This is not what I want my life to be. This is not what I want to do. All right. So that's that. But I am curious as to why this Lover's card is here. Hold on, I gotta check on her. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I'm curious as to why this Lover's card is there. It could be this person, the employed thief. Loves you, but there's something very intimate about this. Like it's kind of like I'm getting like they're stuck like glue or stuck to each other, or like very meshed, like they're melting in each other. I want to know about this Lover's card. Gift reverse. This, wow. This thief could not steal a gift from you. And they were only doing this because they don't have a gift. They're in like a spiritual poverty. They can't create, they can't manifest, and you know, whatever happens in the spirit, everything happens in the spirit first, right? So if this spirit, if this person, right, if their, what is it, their fruit is not good, their spirit of the fruit of the spirit is not good, then that tells you a lot about their physical. Great fortune reverse. My God, man. It's so crazy because this person really thought you could, what? And great fortune reverse, you really thought despair reverse, you're not worried about anything. You're fine. You're still getting this great love. You're still in this great love. You're still having this great love. One, 5, 6. 666, wake up to your eyes of truth. So you could have seen this person for who they really are and who they really were. So if I'm saying if you can see this person for who they really are, this person might be around you, or they must be around you in some sort of way for you to currently see them for who they are at the moment. If it was were, then you saw this person for who they were. So for some of you, you see this person for who they are. For some of you, you saw this person for who they were. So I'm getting the words, play the game accordingly. That is for those of you that's for those of you who see this person for who they are. Right? Because they're trying to play a game, or they were trying to play a game, but they can't anymore. Right? Because in order for them to pull this game off, they need to have people that will do their bidding, do their dirty work. They can't. Like, they cannot cross the boundary that you have. So they get people that don't know any better, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. They don't know any better. So it's kind of like this woman, this dark voodoo high priestess, would send out people who don't even know that they're being thrown into the battlefield or the game, or right, because these people are blinded, right? They're lost. They're confused, they're sad, they're broken, in despair. They don't know that what they're being told to do by this woman has great repercussions. Okay, but this woman knows. She knows what's going on. That's why she knows what will happen to her personally if she crosses this boundary. So she feels that if she sends people towards you, it's kind of like she can cause you great harm indirectly. That also is a thing, because she's the one sending these lost souls to do these things to you. But this person, so this is something that she could have done this to other people as well. But when it came to you, she sent a younger masculine to you. This younger masculine was like, maybe I want to be a real boy, right? So it's not working. And there's nothing she can do about that, because she cannot cross that boundary, because she knows it's going to happen. Right? And at this point, it's kind of like everything's kind of out and open. Everyone sees who's who, what's what. Right? So it's kind of like if anything gets sent to you, you know who sent it and you know why. So there's nothing that they can do about this.
It's yours.
No, that one's yours. You have the cactus.
Oh. I have the blue one.
No, leave the one alone.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Alright, imprisonment's upright. So they were trying to steal something from you. This love, this great love for yourself, a love that you're entwined with, meant to have, and lock you up. So basically, steal this love and lock you up. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted to take from you. Love, and then lock you away. I also feel like this younger masculine could be ratting on someone. Whether that's this dark voodoo high priestess in reverse or someone else, I don't know. But they're ratting on someone. That's now. But I also feel like before, this younger masculine that was being sent to you, they were a rat in your energy. Like, they would be around you, and then they would kind of like what I just said, like, she can't do anything, right? So she's kind of like, she'll send out a bunch of rats, and then she'll wait and sit and wait and sit, and then until they come back with information, money, jewels, whatever, because they're rats. Rats, they take. So at the time, this younger divine, this younger masculine has a potential to be a divine masculine, which is actually that's probably why God's been talking to him. The plot thickens. All right. At the time, this younger masculine was a rat. He was feeding this voodoo high priestess, this dark voodoo high priestess, information about you, right? So he was supposed to bring back information. So if it was supposed to like steal information and bring it to her. Like another rat would steal information from someone, another rat would steal money, another rat would steal this, another rat would steal, right? But this particular rat at the time was supposed to steal information from you. That information was supposed to give this voodoo high priestess knowledge of how to take this great thing from you and lock you up. Why? Because this dark voodoo high priestess, and not only are they in poverty as well, but they are also locked up. So, you got a person, a woman around you, walking, talking, breathing, but they cannot manifest, they cannot create. Same shit, different day kind of energy, always exhausted, always tired, always miserable. Why? Because spiritually they are locked. Locked. They can't do anything, right? They can't even afford to be happy. How sad is that, right? All right. Okay. Don't drop it. Okay? And if you do drop it, just pick it back up.
Okay.
No.
Can you fix my glam?
Yes.
At the sneaker you just crawl it. I did it. See,
here, you gotta. Yes, you did it great on that, yeah, but hold on. Because this finger is stuck there. You got... Okay. Now go. Try it. Better?
Better.
Good. You're welcome.
I will.
Alright, well be careful with that. It's because I'm jealous of you. Yeah, see? Why else do people want to steal? Because they want what you have. This woman, this dark voodoo high priestess was trying to covet what you have, which is great love and freedom. That's it. They don't have love for themselves, love in their environment, love, support from the community for whatever. And they don't have freedom. They're spiritually locked up. And they could be spiritually locked up because whatever they've done in their past life or their earlier years, I don't know. But I do know after a certain age, and it's not the age 18, after a certain age, right, that's when you become spiritually mature. And then that's when it's like, okay, you're still doing the same shit you're doing? That's not okay. So, yeah, so this dark voodoo high priestess was jealous of you because you have great love for yourself, love from people, love, just you're the embodiment of love. God loves you, and you're free. You can do whatever you want. So they wanted to take this from you. But she couldn't do it herself. Right? So I feel like this woman was, yeah, yeah. They are evil. I told you, this is a dark voodoo high priestess. Shoot. Pregnant. Heartbroken by their own actions. You cannot conform. Alright, so this younger masculine is heartbroken by their own actions by you. No, they're heartbroken by their own actions of the things that they've done to you, and they're only heartbroken because you're going through like some sort of awakening, which is natural, right? So they have to like feel the feelings and blah blah blah. It's just natural for them to feel that way, right? We have pregnant. This younger person could want to create something new. This could be creating a new relationship with you, create a new relationship with God, just create something in general in their lives. And then you have you cannot conform. Yeah, so the minute that this younger masculine woke up, I want to be a real boy. That's they kind of like setting their mind on something that they want personally versus doing biddings of other people and listening to other people. And the thing is, like, when you wake up, right, and you are like a child of God, no one can tell you anything. Like, you can't, I don't have to do that. If I don't want to do that, I don't have to do that. I'm not doing that, right? Within reason, of course, obviously, right? But it's kind of like, oh, you have to tell me, you have to talk to me. No, I don't. No, I don't have to do that. I'm good on that, thanks. Right? So this younger masculine is, this dark voodoo high priestess has quickly realized that she no longer has control over him. She can't control him. And he's focused on other things, right? And he's remorseful, he's healing, he's going through an awakening, and he's just going through other fields right now, blah, 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 right? Let him be. Alright, whatever, if God decides to rain it down on him, then that's between them and God. So that's really none of your business, collective. So that's that. Okay? Man. Alright, let me get like two more. Oh, that's so funny. The way my cards are laid out is like everybody has like cards for themselves. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I'm not surprised because it always happens. Like, everybody that is put on my board gets cards pulled on them. It's just how it is. The letter H, happy. That's you, collective. You're happy, loving yourself, in love. You have support, you have connections. I'm hearing determination, right? You're free, you're good. You're not, I feel like if this is you and you, or you and your love, and I'm not talking about love as in like, let's say you're divine feminine. I'm not talking about love as in your divine masculine. I'm talking about this is you loving on yourself. This is you loving your life. This is you loving your happiness. Like, it's just you loving God. That's just like, and I know the picture might seem inappropriate, but that's just like how much you're just in love and happy, like with just life, right? The greatest gift of all is life, and you're like literally like meshed and, you know, happy. I'll get one more. What? Is that it? I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Because look, self-love is the best love. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You're happy and you love yourself, and you love yourself and you're happy. You're happy and you love yourself, and you love yourself and you're happy, and that's it. Look. The lovers. H for happy. Self-love is the best love. That's you. That's it. There's nothing else to say about that. I'm hearing some, but wait a minute. No, that's it. But wait a minute. No, that's it. There's nothing else. There's no wait. There's no buts. There's no... No, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into tarot and then I'm gonna close the reading. What time is it? Oh, cool. This is one of my quicker readings, which I like. Oh, I'll do tarot and then I'm gonna close it with a Bible verse because, you know, Jesus has risen, y'all. The Emperor. The Emperor came out upright. So this message could be for a divine masculine, or you have a divine masculine. Yo, that'd be crazy if this thief, because I did say that they have the potential to be a divine masculine, right? But how wild would it be if this person somehow ended up being the plan of the Most High God, that they were your divine masculine? How wild would that be? Anyways, though, I do feel like if you're this divine masculine, then you know, right? It resonates with you. But if you're divine feminine, you have a divine masculine, like, right, come on, knock on my door. I've been waiting for you. They're, like, right there. Right? Ten of Wands upright. Someone's burdened, man. I feel like it's this younger masculine that's burdened. They're feeling very burdened, and my ears are ringing. Alright, I gotta move on. Four Pentacles on the fence. Yeah. They're going to be stuck in poverty, giftless for a while. There's nothing that they can do about this. I feel like the reason why this is the way it is for this Dark Voodoo High Priestess is because they try to take things, possess things, hold on to things. Right? And I do feel like for a lot of you, this Dark Voodoo High Priestess was trying to obtain illegal information about you. So, which basically means that they had no authority to have this information that they were inquiring or sending out rats or trying to obtain about you. They had no authority, spiritual authority. They had none of that. This could also be someone who, this Dark Voodoo High Priestess could also be someone who goes out of their way and tries to look for chosen ones or divine feminines or divine masculines and get information on them to take it, to try to destiny swap or steal, all right, or block opportunities. I'm here. I have potions. This person could so with the Four of Pentacles on the fence, right? Because they refuse to, it's not just you. It's a lifestyle. This was because I remember how I said something about they're in this energy because of something that they did in a past life, or because of how they were when they were younger. They're in this because they refuse to let this kind of lifestyle go. right? There's nothing wrong with being a voodoo high priestess, right? But when you're a dark voodoo high priestess, malice and negative intent, steal, take, covet, there's consequences to that, right? And I feel like this person didn't want to let go of that lifestyle because, you know, they got it good, right? They don't have to do anything. They could just send people out and, you know, they bring back informations and jewels and blah, 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 right? But then they got to you. And God's like, no. This is where we draw the line. I'm missing something. I feel it. It's like right there. With the 4 of Pentacles on the fence. Oh, their finances could be, like, they could be stuck financially. Someone has a lockbox. Ew, in this lockbox, they can have, like, a rabbit's foot, some hair. Two of Pentacles on the fence, or reverse. Wow. Two of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. So this person, heartbroken by their own actions, they're not. Man. It could be this emperor. There could be an emperor around you that's, I hate to say it, but that's like emotionally unstable. And because they're heartbroken by their own actions, and could be a karmic Aries. Or this is just someone who are not realizing that the things that they've done, the things that they were doing, that's not who they want to be with the whole I am first house Aries energy. That's not who they want. That's not who they want to be. That's not what they want. I just smelled burnt rice. Someone cannot cook. That's something I wanted to keep saying. Someone cannot cook. It's this dark voodoo high priestess. She cannot cook. She can't cook. Ten of Wands reverse. It's all funny because when I split the deck, right, I saw the Ten of Wands upright, and I felt like it was coming from that karmic masculine, right? When he was a rat. But then he's going through like an ascension, awakening, blah, blah, hooray, hooray, great. Amazing. They're dropping burdens. I feel like you're just here minding your business, being happy and loving yourself. La 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 la. That's you. Having support, very supportive, working on whatever you're working on, because beavers are like hardworking. They're always working on their dams or building something, right? So this is your energy. You're just minding your business and being happy and loving yourself and being supported, right? That's you. And all of this is happening around you. This is happening around you. And you're just like, la 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 la, I'm going to build my dam. And then you have this once karmic masculine trying to transition into a divine. So karmic masculine, right? Because first they got to get right. You can't just be karmic and then divine. There's a middle, a transition, right? Karmic, you got to be regular human, like you know, be a normal, decent person of society. And then you further that work into becoming a divine masculine. So I feel like this person is transitioning from a karmic masculine to a masculine, trying to be a decent person in society. And in order to do that, they have to drop a lot of burdens that basically got them and allowed them to be intertwined with this dark voodoo high priestess, right? They could also be realizing that the only reason why they were doing what they were doing is because of how they were. Holding on to burdens and struggles and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Not realizing that they too can create by themselves, right? Like, you can create. You just, I don't know. You're not feeling it, thinking it, listening to God. They weren't listening to God. That's why they couldn't create. Right? So if you prayed for this person, or if something happens to this person and they don't want to steal from you anymore, not for nobody, not for this dark voodoo high priestess. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to be my own person. I want to be my own man. I want to be my own woman. I want to be my own, like, whatever, right? They could also be realizing that they were just doing something unnecessarily evil towards you because of someone who was genuinely evil, right? Because they could be like, why am I hurting someone who's good? Because someone who's bad told me to. Alright, so having that realization, of course they're going to be heartbroken by their own actions. And of course it's going to, you know, affect them in some sort of way where it's going to make them unbalanced, like emotionally unbalanced, right? It's now they're trying to juggle things, right? I feel like listen, I'm not trying to be all up in this, but it's in my reading, so this is the problem why people, I feel like in my day-to-day life, people try not to, like, have too long conversations with me because they're like, is she reading me? Is she seeing me? And I'm just like, I'm not trying to, I'm sorry. But, like, maybe don't, you know, because I'm fine without having a conversation, so, you know, speak to me unless necessary. And that's not, like, a cocky or a vain thing. It's just, like, because the minute you approach me, I'm just gonna read everything. And it's not that I don't mean to, but it's also very exhausting because, like, I already know you, I already seen it, and I'm not trying to. Like, I had someone, I was doing something earlier today, right? And they just asked me, like, 2 questions. It had nothing to do, whatever. But within that time frame, I just picked up on their feelings, their intention, their confusion, and I'm just like, you gotta go, because I'm gonna get it all. So let me just move on. So, they're realizing something too, that this is not an easy way to be in the Two of Pentacles upright. Nine of Wands on the fence. Yeah, so now this person, I feel like they're stuck trying to keep going. But they're also realizing that if they kept going down a certain path, they would have ended up like this, imprisoned. So now it's kind of like a daily struggle, or like a daily fight, or like it's something that they have to do consciously every day to where they can not end up like this. Like, they have to put all their energy and all their effort into that way they can be like this, like an emperor upright. They have to constantly drop burdens that are no longer good for them, so that way they don't end up making the wrong choice and end up like in jail or locked up or imprisoned or whatever the case it is, right? It's like a conscious daily decision. Alright, I'm going to get 1 to 2 more and then I'll close the reading. 7 of Swords reversed. Yeah, because everyone's been caught. Everyone sees, you've seen everything. You know who's who, what's going on. Right? And this dark voodoo high priestess, she's been singing for what she's been doing, what's going on. And he's like, well, if they're being seen, then it's not safe for them to try to steal. There's no point in that. And that's not what they want to do. Like, there's no point in doing something that's definitely going to for sure land them in jail. Whoa. Alright, last one, and then I'll close the reading with the Bible verse. The moon. Yeah, so I feel like this emperor is trying to keep some secrets, trying to keep these things hidden secrets, like all the demons that he's dealing with, all the demons that he was dealing with that led him down this path. He's trying to keep that hidden. Whatever he's trying to juggle, he's trying to keep that hidden as well. Oh, yeah, I'm done with that reading now. So I feel like at that point now, that's just him, between him and God, and I'm just gonna let that be. The Knight of Wands flipped upright though, so that's good. I feel like he would be the last one standing in this, or he's going to be able to get away and move on with his life, and this dark voodoo high priestess is going to just be stuck. He's like, well, if you're stuck and I have the potential to be free, then I'm not going to be stuck with you for you. What is that going to do for me? I have my whole life to live. Lord, you alone are my inheritance, my cup of blessing. You guard all that is mine. Psalms 16:5. Yeah. God is definitely talking to this person. And this person, I feel like they're going to be knocking on your door. Lord, you alone are my inheritance, my cup of blessing. You guard all that is mine. Yeah. This person is definitely going through some sort of awakening. Alright, bye.